Hi guys, just another quick little tip for people who maybe for winter running and people who maybe don't like the idea of wrapping tin foil, having to take it off, putting it back on, take it off, put it back on. I know you just, when you're running it in the winter, you just wrap it around there, but this specifically is for people who live in the northwest of England, or just in England generally. But this is specifically for those. I mean, a lot of people live in places where it is cold. In Britain, we get very changeable weather. Okay, so one minute it can be quite warm. I mean, just the other day, you know, it was absolutely boiling in the morning. It was, I mean, it's middle of December here, and it was warm in the morning, like 12 degrees. Like a big coat was uncomfortable. Okay, so I had to put a lighter jacket on. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just went absolutely freezing. Now, in 12 degrees weather, I'd probably run my Nitro car sans engine cover. Okay, so I wouldn't put anything on there. Maybe a little sock or something, you know. Just I have got a sock that I put on, or the toe of a sock that I put on that's got a hole in the top there. 100% cotton you need, or just at least a cotton rich sock. It doesn't melt like nylon would. Okay, so a couple of little ideas that I inventions is a very strong word, and it isn't one that I would associate with these items, but that was the first incarnation of the idea that I had, which was to cover it with a tin. Okay, a tin is made out of metal just like tin foil. In fact, that particular tin there is about as close to tin foil as you could possibly get without it actually being tin foil. Okay, just Dr. Pepper. Everyone likes a Dr. Pepper. Okay, so that's that, and that's it really. I just pop that on there, and doesn't affect anything. Okay. Make sure that's dead center again. Sorry about this, guys. Anyway, I'll sort that later off camera. That was my first incarnation, and as you can see, it's got a little hole for the pull start manifold, and that's where the carburetor sits, the carb unit sits. Rubbish. Didn't work, blew off. It's ironic really, because when I first fitted it, I was like, oh, it's a bit of a chore to get it off. I can't pull it off. It was like getting caught stuff when I was, you know, I took it out one day, blew off. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, couldn't get it off the first time, blew off the first time I used it. This one, as you can see, it's slightly oval at the bottom. You see? And that's because you pop it on there. I got that the right way. This again doesn't interfere with the pull start. Nice. All you got to be careful is not to pull the pull start past it. Although I have bent all the corners at the bottom, so they're not. You know, it's rough. It's a rough job, but you know, I've bent all the corners in there. Bent these sharp edges in here, just so it doesn't interfere with the rubber boot on my. Just pull this off. This rubber boot here on the actual, I don't want it to interfere with that and cut it and break it, so I decided to do that. Okay, so yeah, once again, little cutout carb goes there. You can see where the rubbing is from pulling it off and on and it vibrating and such like. Ironically, you know what's really, it's still a bit of sweet corn in there, but you know what's good about it as well is that this like white stuff inside, I thought it was because it was like a plastic coating, it might melt and start to stink, but it's just not touched it. The heat just has not touched it at all. Maybe with time it might do, you know, with running it in hotter, but I won't run it in hotter weather. So, and I do only run my engine at about 115, so it's cool. But yeah, it sits there. As you can see, no interference there with the pull start. I'll try and show you that. Look, sits nicely. It won't go any further down. Well, it will go further down actually. You can, you know. But what I like about this is you do get a bit of cooling at the top, okay. But the inside here doesn't get cooled. If you really wanted to, you could cut it. The other thing that you can do as well with this one is you can wedge it like that, so it really does cover all of it. Okay, not sure how long that'll last sat there like that. Yeah. So yeah, just a quick heads up there to show you how I do it. Show you how I roll. And there it is. There is one thing I haven't actually checked with this, and that is actually that. Oh, I think that probably... No? No, I don't think that would fit. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, so it actually fits the... Yeah, look at that. Oh, it would help if I'd have put... Let me just do this properly. Hang on, let me show you what I... Let me put this on. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. It fits perfectly. I actually quite like that. I quite like the fact that you can see Jolly Green Giant there. Looks awesome. So yeah, anyway. Cool. If you wanted, obviously, gosh, bit of a chore to get off whilst the cover's on, but it does fit. It does fit. In hindsight, actually, you could probably, if you wanted to, just sort of make that part of the you could just make that as part of the make it as part of the what am I talking about? You could do it so that it was, you could basically cut it to the shape of your actual body if you wanted to. I'm going to use it like that just because I feel like on a very cold day I want it to be protected, because that's essentially what you're doing, you're protecting your engine. Okay. Protecting it from running too cold. If it runs too cold, your engine will wear quicker. So that's why we do it. Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope it's a little idea for somebody you can use. Thanks again. Goodbye.